Hi, this is Miss Rain from IMVU, and today we are doing Class 1. In this class, you guys will be learning buttons, zippers. I will show you guys how to do the high shine techniques for PVC, imp leather, anything that would require high shine. You will also be learning recoloring. This will be a two-part video. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just go in and I'm going to pick a random color. Just any old color is fine because, like I said, we're just doing techniques and little things to start off with. Alright, so one thing I want to show you guys is we're going to play with this noise. Alright, and that's in filters and then noise. And we're going to go to RBG Noise. Now when this comes up, normally it'll have this independent box clicked and it'll be set up on around 20 on everything. Somewhere in there. Alright, but we're not fixing to worry about that. Alright, but what I'm going to show you is this. Let's go ahead and get everything equal. Alright, that's what it would look like when you open up your RBG Noise. So we always click this box off so that way it's our color and white, and what it does is it pixelizes the texture. Now in IMVU, this right here is what we call static. It also gives the sparkle effect whenever you do something. Say you want to make a gown or a formal dress and you want a sparkle effect. You would do your RBG Noise and you would turn it up kind of high. This one is 20, so it has a nice little RBG, as you see right there. We'll undo this. But normally, when I am doing my own cut, my own design, such as something like this over here, I use RBG Noise, but I use it less. So I normally do, on just basic clothing, maybe about a 3, 4, somewhere in there. And it just gives it more like a cloth appearance, and it's not so flat. Alright, that is one technique that I like to use. Alright, let's go ahead and undo this. Alright, always start off by adding a layer. That's always number one. Number two, always make sure you name this layer. We're going to start off with button. Alright, that's going to be our first thing that we do. Okay, so I'm going to use my Eclipse tool. And I'm going to just draw my little circle out. Alright, this is a big button. You can make your buttons any size you want to. This is just so that way you guys can see your detailing. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I grab my gradient tool. And this will kind of seem weird at first, but this is why. Alright, I'm using my rounded edge gradient. And I am just going to fill this. Just like that. Alright? You can do it like this too if you wanted to. And then I'm going to get rid of my little marching ants just by doing that. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filters. And I'm going to go to decor. Add bevel. Normally this box would be checked if you don't have to uncheck this box. This is completely up to you. But if you leave it checked, it's going to open it up in a new window. So I just like to work on my copy. And I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it. And I'm going to filter, repeat. Flip it back. Filter, repeat. And then I'm going to go and flip it down. Filters, repeat. Flip it back up. And there you go. You have your, as you see, the edges are softened. It looks more 2D, 3D. It looks more like a button. Pretty much you could do, put your little holes in it or anything you wanted to do or detailing to your button. Now, Script FU. If you guys do not have this, please let me know. I will get you the video and the link to get this installed on your GIMP. This is a lifesaver. If you don't have it, you will go to Light and Shadow. Oops. Don't mind that. Okay. We would go to Light and Shadow, and we would go to Drop Shadow. Alright. That's what that drop shadow looks like. Now, we're going to undo this. I'm going to go to Script FU, Layer Effects, and I am going to go to drop shadow. All these little aspects, wonderful, wonderful. It's going to make the shadow look amazing. As you see, it looks more natural, more real. I love that aspect, but that's all it is to making a button. Alright, so I'm going to hide these layers, and I'm going to add a new layer. Because next, we are going to do, a zipper. Alright, I'm going to start off. This is going to be kind of a big zipper just because I want you guys to see what it looks like. Alright, as you see, I used my rectangle select, and I did my square. And now I am going to fill it with my gradient. Select none, my filters, and I'm going to go to recently used. Add bevel. Same technique as the zipper, or as the button. Flip it back. Horizontal, filter. Okay, so there we go. We got that all good and squared out. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this layer. Flip it. And then I'm going to move it. And I want to move it to where it's about halfway up underneath there. Just like that. And I'm going to merge them down. Duplicate. Bring it down. Just like that. Merge down. Duplicate. Merge down. As you see, the more you do this, the more it starts to look like a zipper. Alright. So there we go. We got our zipper track. Alright. That pretty much gets us going. Okay. So, now that we have that, you can go in and you can do the drop shadow. No big deal. Kind of makes it pop just a little bit. Oh, you see what I didn't do? I did not name it. Zipper tracks. Alright, now we're going to go in and we're going to do the actual zipper. You can do this any way you like. This is just normally the way I do it. It seems like a lot. It's really not. Alright. So I got that on there, right? And fill it with the gradient. But I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to shrink these and I'm going to make a little cutout. And we're going to cut this bad boy right here. And we're going to cut it again down here. Let's go in and select none. And we are going to do our bevel. Flip, filters, add bevel. Flip, filters, add bevel. Alright, that's all we're going to do on this one. This is going to be our zipper head. Alright, and let's do our drop shadow. There we go. Now we're going to do the zipper tag. I'm going to use my ellipse tool. You can use any one you want. Actually, I'm going to use my square because I'm going to make it a square one. Alright, we are going to do that. And then fill that. Bring this down. delete that right there. Bring this up here. And delete that. Select and none to get rid of our ants. And now we're going to hit this with the bevel again. As you see, we do the bevel a lot. This is not perfect by far, but it's to get you to recognize the or notice the technique in doing it. But this is pretty much it to doing a zipper. This is it. That's all there is to it. Zipper is done. Don't look like much, but on IMVU it would pass as a zipper. Alright, easy peasy. Alright, let's get all those hidden. And now we are going to do our high shine or our PVC. PVC can be a headache. Trust me, I know. But you guys will get it. I'll teach y'all how to use it in an outfit later on. Alright, so I'm going to start off. I want my brush about a 15. I'm going to start right here on the corner. Make sure first I started on a new layer. And I did. Okay. So on this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my smudge tool. And we're going to just smudge this on out. If you noticed, this would be like a technique that you could use making a picture, frames for like icons. Hint, hint. Alright, now I got that kind of smudged out. I'm going to use my blur tool. And I'm just kind of blur it out just a tad bit, especially around the ends. Filters, blur, Gosling blur. You can do this as much or as little as you want. But as you see, it gives it a high shine look to it. Alright, another way we could do this technique. I'm going to start off with just a line. Alright, I'm going to go in and I'm going to make my brush smaller. And I'm going to just kind of make squiggles. Just so it don't look like this single line no more. Alright, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my Gosling blur. But on this one, I don't want it so much, so I'm going to turn that way down. Go down, go down, go down. We're only going to do about a 2-1. Alright, after I do that, I'm going to go in, make my brush a little bit bigger, kind of blur this a little bit. And that would be like shine and everything on like the belly area, maybe down the side, around the breast, stuff like that. I have an outfit in my shop you can actually go look at as reference. It is called Electra. So I believe this is pretty much all for this video. I am going to go ahead and stop now and pick up on part 2 for the recoloring, and we will get you wrapped up for this class number 1, and I will get your assignments to you, and they will be due next Saturday. Next Saturday is the 18th. You will have your assignments from the 11th and the 12th, both due on those days. So I will see you then.